Morning, good morning, good morning. What a great morning it is. We're going to share a whole lot of new stuff with you today. We want to make sure that you join us, that you learn something today. We've got all kinds of neat things going there on the screen, so we're going to have to kind of learn this together a little bit. Uh, so let's see what it keeps saying and telling me here. I'm going to stop this screen share for just a minute. There we go. Hopefully, everybody can see my screen share. We're up, we're running, we're looking good. Let's see. I'm gonna stop that and get back over to that PowerPoint here. See if we can't do that. See, you learn all kinds of neat new things when you're doing this. The We'll go right here. That's the one I want. We'll start sharing this one. We'll share this from the beginning. So let me welcome everybody this Saturday morning to this version of Spark. What we're here to do, real simple, is to share a little bit of information that Amanda and I have been gathering and what we've been doing over the last 15 months. Basically, what this is putting together ways that we can reach out to people, help others, not only vacation more, be able to earn an additional income, be able to make sure that we're doing everything that we need to do. Now, we talked about last week, and guys, last week and this week is an overview. We'll actually start a training next Saturday. Next Saturday, we're going to start from the beginning and show you how to use all of this information together, step by step, throughout the entire presentation. Now, our goal is to introduce you to tools. That's our goal. We have to have the organic requirements, just like we talked about last week. You still have to reach out with people. You still have to, find, add, message. Basically, you got to find people. You want to add them into your social media. You have to message them and build a relationship so they get to know, like, and trust you. And once that they trust you, then you can ask the question in Messenger, in a window, in an email, in a phone call. You ask them, hey, are you open to either traveling more, letting me help you book your vacations, or would you be open to adding income? So your DMO helps you do all of that. It helps you track the basics. We want to use all of the platforms. We want to use all the tools available to us. Everything that's out there, we need to have in our bag of tricks, in our quiver. If you shoot one arrow, the bear might eat you. You got to have another arrow ready to fire at a heartbeat. Traveler launch parties. This coming Monday night, today is Saturday, June 17th. This Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, Men on the Move. It is a group of men in this organization that are coming together to share information about this business, not only to men, but to couples, to women. But it's coming from a minority in the travel industry, to be honest, a group of men sharing that with you. So that's what we're focusing on, is to get people able to build their business and find the things that they want to use. And then third is that daily method of operating, however you want to say it. Let's talk real briefly about what keeps us from succeeding. It's real simple. Frazier, in the videos that we'll listen to here in just a minute, Frazier talks about words that he learned from Myron Golden. Anxiety is the thief of your dreams. We all have a degree of anxiety in our lives. A lot of people don't understand that anxiety is what causes procrastination. Anxiety is what causes you not to do things. You know, worry is waste. Now, the greater the worry, the greater the waste. Anxiety is the technical word for worry. Most people mistake anxiety for fear because they feel the same, but they're not the same. Fear is a caution over real and present danger. Let me give you an example. You go to the zoo and you see a bear reaching through the fence trying to reach you. There's a little bit of fear there because there could be a danger. More than likely, that's anxiety over a imagined danger. But you're out on the trail hiking in Colorado or California or here in Arkansas now. Heck, we even saw a video this week of a bear swimming offshore in Destin, coming on shore amongst people. A small black bear, probably about a year old, maybe a year and a half. That's a real and present danger. That's fear. Anxiety causes you to waste present energy on a future outcome that's undesirable to you. So that's what we are sitting here looking at and thinking that, wow, so what happens if you get to the point that fear, and let's go back there just a minute. Let's fear freezes you in your steps. It freezes you where you're at. It won't let you move forward. A year from now, fear has kept you from making anything happen. A year from now, fear is what you get into that says, no, not happening. Anxiety causes you to waste energy on an outcome that may not happen. Anxiety keeps us from doing the things that we know we're supposed to be doing. Anxiety is those things that says, wow, I'm not sure I know how to do this. Anxiety says, oh, I'm not good enough to do that. Anxiety says, wow, I wonder if this happens. So all of these things, when we talk about last week, those 5 new tools, chat, Toby, uh, vidIQ, we can look at those and say, oh, geez, they could take away everything from the world and take away nothing. But they stop us from doing anything. They stop us from using these tools. They stop us from building the social media friendships, the in-person friendships. How many of you, when you go to talk to somebody, your palms start sweating, your tongue gets thick, and you can't imagine yourself going up and talking to someone. You can't imagine being able to complete an activity. So that's exactly what we're looking at when we talk about these things is fear is standing in the middle of an interstate looking at a bus coming at you at 60 miles an hour and you can't move. That's fear. Anxiety is worse because you're standing alongside the road watching a bus go by you at 60 miles an hour, afraid that it might hit you. It freezes you unrealistically, and you have to then change what you're doing to get to the point where you're able to say, whoa, what's this? What's going on? What's happening? So that's where a lot of this becomes almost unmanageable, is we're standing on the sideline watching. For me, procrastination is something I have to keep in check. It doesn't exist in my future. It has in my past. But it wasn't because I didn't know how. It was because I had a fear of not being good enough. Have you ever been told you're not quite good enough? No matter how great you are, you could always be a little bit better. Well, that happens. And then we start telling ourselves we're not good enough. We don't know how. We tell ourselves, wow, that really doesn't work for me. So that is exactly what we have to make sure that we overcome. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hook up a couple real quick programs. I just finished downloading one of them, so we're going to disconnect from one machine and connect over to the server here so that we can show those and share them with you. And just like last week, this stuff is coming out and we're getting it so new that I'm literally working on it right up until we start this presentation. There is some really great new stuff in the world out there, and we're going to find it. We're going to make it happen. We're going to bring it to you, and we're going to make sure that we have the ability to find everything we need. So let's talk about the next tool, building on the ones from last week. Let's talk about the next tool that we're going to see today. Now, I'm going to get in here and we're going to go, okay, let me find my drives. And we're going to bring Fraser up here. And the next tool we're going to talk about is Compose AI.
Because I know that your head is probably about to explode.
But hang on, here we go.
You, especially the next three tools, is gonna make your head probably fall off. So if you aren't sitting down, then prepare or sit down. If you're someone who walks on a treadmill, like a walking mat, probably just for health reasons, you want to sit down. I'm kidding. They are great, but you'll be all right. All right. So it is mind blowing though. Okay. So let's crack on. Tool number six. Love it. All right. So tool number 6 is Compose. It's called Compose. Now, if you were to think of the word compose, you would probably think of Mozart or compose an email or something like that. And it is kind of just like that. So if you ever had, got questions for you. If you ever had any writer's block or you don't really know what to say, whether it comes to when you're writing emails, you're sending messages to people, have you ever had that feeling of like, I kind of know that I've got to say something, or I kind of know I've got to write something, but I kind of don't really know what to say right now. So much so that you decide to kind of leave it, right? You kind of just leave it, and you'll come back to it later. I've written books before. I Dare You, I Double Dare You, and Lose It to Legend. And I've had times where it's in my Google Calendar where I'm like, right, writing time, and I have zero inspiration. And zero inspiration leads me to taking no action, which then leads to me having this massive amount of anxiety around the book because I've got deadlines coming up, which anxiety, for those of you who followed my trainings before, the trainings that I've shared, because I got this from a guy called Myron Golden, anxiety creates procrastination, and procrastination is a symptom of anxiety. So having no inspiration created no action created anxiety, the anxiety created procrastination, and procrastination always leads to taking no action. So I come across this tool a few months ago, And I was like, wow, this is great. And ever since then, I've been using it pretty much every day in some way. So if you can get better at writing and ask better questions, would you agree that it would lead to better conversations? So, because the best conversations I ever have are the ones where I actually ask good questions, or they give good answers, or they give good questions, and I give good answers. In Nice, the mastermind is all based on the questions that you have, right? So if you have these great questions, I'll give you great answers that will potentially blow your mind and change your business. If you come with like no questions, and you're like, I'm just going to come to have a good time, then potentially you wouldn't get the result. Same as the prompt. You ask good prompts in ChatGPT, you get good answers. So everything comes to this, right? Everything comes for this. So what's that? Yeah. And here's the thing, right? A lot of you in person, like I've spent a lot of time with a lot of you guys on here. And not everyone, obviously, but a lot of you guys on here have spent a lot of time. A lot of you in person are really great. James just gave a great recommendation. The Questions Are the Answers, a book by Alan Pease, brilliant book. But like in person, people are like really good. Like we can communicate in person. Like let me know. Drop a 2 in the chat if you feel that you can communicate well in person, but online is a bit of a different game. I definitely found that as an introvert. I felt that staying behind my keyboard, I was actually okay behind a keyboard, but I was bad in person. A lot of you guys are really good in person, and you can't really do what you want to say like online. My dad, shout out to my dad, Simon Brooks, legend of all legends. He's the kind of guy who says, "Phrase, get me in front of someone, and I'll get him in." That's what he says. Get them in front of me. Get me on a call with them, and I'll get them in. Whereas I'm like, I can get like hundreds of people in, but I didn't know how to talk to them, right? So like some people are good in person, bad online, and then a lot of people are great online and not so good in person. So again, this is going to help you out. So I'm going to play the video for Compose. There's 2 parts to it. So listen up real close. And by the way, I hope you're enjoying these little short videos. It took us forever to do them. Why? I'll explain this to you real quick. So everything's set up in the office, and we have cleaners who come every week. Cleaners are like, again, amazing. AI ain't going to replace the cleaners, although you could say that there are robotics and all that. But we love them. We love the fact they come and Mando goes crazy and all that every single week. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but I think they unplugged the microphone by accident. So I recorded all of the tutorials, didn't check my work because I was blitzing through it at the end, sent some to Jimmy because Jimmy, the legend, edited them. Another example why AI doesn't replace some stuff. He said, there's no audio. And I was like, so we have to do them again. So I'm glad you're enjoying them. All right, so here we go. Compose. Welcome to Compose AI, the Google extension that is going to cut your writing time by 40% and improve the number of messages that you send and the quality of those. So once you actually download the Google Chrome extension completely for free, you can then head over to your Outlook, Google Mail, Facebook. But in this example, I'm going to go over to Google Docs. Click on that. And when I'm there, I'm going to hit 2 slashes, / and it's going to give me some prompts. So I can write an outline for something. I can write a bullet list for something. I can write a headline for something. But in this example, I'm going to go and write a sentence. Write a sentence about following up with an old friend about your new online business in a fun way. Hit enter, and it's going to go to work. Hey there, I know it's been ages since we caught up, but I just couldn't resist sharing my new online business with you. I promise it's way more exciting than those old chain emails we used to forward each other back in the day. Now, again, it's going to learn your personality type. You might need to make some changes, but it's only going to get better. Now let's head over to Outlook and see how it can help with our emails. So I've already written an email using the same process as I did earlier. And you can see here, I've got this great email. But what if I don't like certain wording or sentences? I can highlight them. I can hit this little button here, and it will rephrase that message from, I hope this email finds you well, to hoping you're doing fantastic while reading this. Click, and it's done. This tool is amazing. Guys, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. So let me show you it in action. Right? A lot of you guys are freaking out. Some of you guys are just picking your head up from the floor going, huh? It's so simple, right? Exactly. Quite simple. I like it. So here we go. Let me go on to Compose. So this is it. You can download the extension. Again, as far as I'm aware, it's free up until a certain stage, but that's great because you can use it, see if you're actually going to implement it long term, see how you can, and then you can look to upgrade if you can. But as far as I'm aware, I definitely don't pay for Compose. So we're going to go into a Google form here. Now watch this. As soon as I press // see that? Straight away, this popped up. I didn't do anything magically. I just literally went, whoops, let me just go here. Whoops. // boom, boom. Now, write an outline for whatever. Write a bullet list on, let's go, write a bullet list on some talking topics, on some tips for network marketers wanting to build a business using social media. Let's see what it comes up with. Not too sure what this is. AI being silly. There we go. Yeah, I'm not too sure why that is there. Maybe I clicked something by mistake. Oh, I think I actually did click another AI tool. There we go. All right. Define your target audience. Choose the right social media platform. Create a professional profile. Develop a content strategy. Use visuals. Engage with your followers. Build a community. Use paid advertising. Measure your results. Stay up to date on social media. If you are someone out there who's been thinking, I'm not able to build a business because my upline quit on me, you can't have that excuse anymore. You're just not allowed. But it's better. I've found how we as network marketers are actually going to use it. Now, get ready and be prepared for this. I know I'm the king of the hype, right? So that's great. We can get it to write emails. We can get it to do all sorts of things. But what if I go onto Facebook and I want to prospect? So I'm going to go into my inbox. I'm just going to go to Svetlana in this example. Where are you, Svet? There you are. So // Oh, nice. Oh, here we go. Look. There's premium here, so you have a certain number of words. All right, so sentence about, let's go, what we got headline, bullets, so let's go sentence about, okay. Catching up to talk about my online business. Catching up to talk about my online business after a few months without communication. There we go. Oops. Whoa, I must have pressed something wrong there. Whoa. Uh-oh. There we go. I must have pressed something wrong. Okay, let's just do write a sentence about following up with someone. Following up in a fun way. Following up in a fun way without speaking to them for weeks. Okay. Now we'll get to work. Oh man, I think it's because I've got this. All right, because I've got another tool in process, I'm not able to do it. But what it will do is it'll actually populate this box. It must be because I've got this one on. It will populate this box. And then you can just, where it says, hey there, or hi dear, or whatever it might be, you can just go on there and you just change the name from hey there to hi dear. Again, another reason why we need to make sure that we have human interaction. All right. For those of you saying, can you please show it in full screen? You can turn your screen like this, or you can use another device like a laptop, something like that. If you're on a phone, then again, you should be able to do that, or press the big one. So Compose.ai is brilliant, but again, you can help it. It's very good. It's very good at helping you write emails, right? Like it's really good at helping you write emails. But again, I'm not too sure if it works on. Let me just check if it works on Google Docs with this. It definitely works on. No, it doesn't. So on Gmail, if you have Gmail or Outlook, you're able to highlight certain phrases and certain words, and then you can actually allow it to give you different alternatives. So, for example, if you say like, "Hey, Rachel, I'm really looking forward to meeting you next weekend," and you're like, "That sounds rubbish. I'm really looking forward to meeting you." You can highlight, "I'm really looking forward to meeting you," and it will give you 4 or 5 different alternatives to saying the same thing, but in different ways, right?
So can you say, wow? You know, the big thing is Compose, and this next tool that's coming up here in just a minute is going to be probably the biggest thing, and that's what was kind of competing as we move into Jasper and talk about it. But the big thing is all of a sudden your fear of I can't do this is gone. That's not the one I wanted. Let me find the right one here. And I guess I better make sure when we get to Jasper here. Let me see if I need to follow up and bring it. It's wanting to be ornery. I'm going to stop my share for just a minute so that I make sure that I can get back and everybody can see me here, and then make sure we bring up that next video. The best part of this, and let me just do this. That's what's going on. Okay. Well, the little technical difficulties here. What I'm going to do real quick is jump out of this server, jump back over here to the other machine, and actually get this exported and converted. So we have about 4 or 5 more tools that we're working on that come up as part of the deep dive with Fraser. And let's go back and we'll share these tools. I'll talk about okay, let's see, where did we go? And we may not have picked that up. So we'll talk a little bit about Jasper and Descript. And then we're going to talk a little bit about these others, Auto, Crystal Notes, Flicky, AI, Pictory. What I probably will do is, because we've got a couple of those still downloading, is I'll finish up with a real short part of what we accomplished using the Pictory and show you exactly where we're going. Realize that some of this stuff is so new. We're getting it literally like one day. We're getting it almost as soon as we're giving it to everybody here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back over here to the Restream. I'm going to go into a window, and we're going to go right here, Chrome tab, and open a new Chrome tab up. And log in. So my projects. Yeah, let's go back here and let's share here. So what I'm going to do, this is the last tool, and this entire project was built with AI in less than about 5 minutes, a couple days ago. It found the images for me. We did a text on Toby, and it played this entire thing. If I can't get it here, there's another way we can do that. So we download, here we go. And then I can show you the actual finished project.
In this video, join us on a romantic journey to Venice, Italy as we follow a loving couple in their 50s. Watch as they explore the iconic canals, indulge in local cuisine, and soak up the city's rich history and culture. With breathtaking scenery, enchanting music, and heartwarming moments, this captivating love story in Venice will surely inspire and delight viewers of all ages. As you follow along, notice how the couple's affection for each other blossoms amidst the stunning backdrop of Venice's iconic landmarks, including St. Mark's Basilica, Ponte di Rialto, and Doge's Palace. From gondola rides to strolls along the narrow streets, experience the magic of Venice through the eyes of our couple. Whether you're looking to plan a romantic getaway or enjoy a captivating travelogue, this video is sure to leave a lasting impression. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this unforgettable trip for two in one of the world's most beloved cities. Thanks for watching. Go to butchphillipsmastermind.link for more info.
And I want to make sure that that's shared. If it didn't, then we'll come back over here and reshare it. So I'm going to go here, do the preview, make sure Restream can see the preview. Entire screen, share. And I'm going to play this video again here just to make sure that you see it. And it's going to be ornery here. So what I'm going to do is go back over here to my files, because I do have this downloaded just to be safe. And we'll come back into internet and we'll do a quick search for Venice. See, the nice thing about doing this, and we make ourselves a little bit vulnerable. We're out here. We're learning this as we're teaching this. So we learn it, we teach it, we do it. That says that, why didn't that come up? Okay, let's go here. Teletravel. I think it's down here in 0 to hero. If not, we'll go there. And we'll search it here just to see if we can find this. Oh. Interesting. See, all kinds of neat things happen when you're having fun. So let's close this out and reopening our files and make sure that we're going to get to where we need to be. Huh. Oh, well, I guess it's not going to let me go any farther than that. So we're going to jump back over here. We'll stop our share so you can see Amanda and I. Realize two things are happening. Number one, this technology is new to using it is new to all of us. It is amazing what we can accomplish and what we can do. Now, to get through with this next one, I've got to convert it. So we'll kind of chat here just a minute. We'll bring up a player and see if I can't get this converted real quick for us. Looks like we got to do a quick update on this one. Always makes it fun. Open file. We'll let that install. As we get over here and we actually find it. So we'll come in here and we'll open file. And we'll find this video from Fraser and see if we can get this done real quick here. And then I'll show you the Jasper video. Well, and it can't do that. So it looks like that I'm going to be stuck in the mud this week. So technical stuff will get us every time. What I'll tell you is next week, next Saturday, be here. We will have it all ready to go. We will have everything up and running. We'll have the new training program. We'll have the last 3 tools for you: Jasper, Otter, Descript, and actually 4, Flicky. We'll show you the picture if we don't have it better. So the big thing I'm going to share with you is realize that technical stuff happens. So until next week, I'm going to jump off here. We're going to get this thing ready. We're learning it as we go. The best thing I can tell you is stick around because the better's coming soon. Have a great day. And remember, we'll see you on the other side.